Hey everyone, John Calicchio at Icon Capital Group. Today we want to talk to you a little bit about tokenization. This administration of the SEC, under the guidance of Paul Atkins, has embraced tokenization, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology. So before we get into the mechanics of how to tokenize, let's talk about what can be tokenized. Tokenization is basically providing liquidity or monetization of an asset, any asset of value. Now that asset can be a real world asset, whether it's real estate, precious metals, agricultural products. Financial assets, such as stocks, bonds, funds, even private equity can be tokenized. You can also tokenize intellectual property, royalties, and patents as well. You can tokenize in-game themes, in-game memes, virtual land, and skins. You can even tokenize a person's time or services, in addition to alternative assets like fine art, collectibles, antiques, and luxury items. So let's talk about some of the benefits and capabilities of tokenization. Fractionalization is probably one of the bigger benefits, where you can take a high-value asset and you can divide it into smaller, affordable, and available shares. Another thing, a benefit of tokenization, is the programmability of the smart contracts that can pay out dividends or do any other function that is necessary. The accessibility of it goes to a wider audience, a global audience that might want to look to invest or buy a piece of the token in the asset you're looking to tokenize. Along those lines, increased liquidity allows for the transfer of the asset on a different kind of blockchain or an alternative trading system as well. So with that said, let's talk about some of the challenges to tokenization. Now, there's always regulatory complexity. Jurisdictions do vary and compliance is very complex, even though it's under the guise of the SEC. Rules are being made now and regulations are being put forth for comment in order to make the process simpler. We wind up with liquidity bottlenecks. If there's not a market to be made, even in alternative trading systems, the buyers and the sellers can be few. This will come with adoptability as more people turn to ATSs in order to trade and look for alternative investments. And lastly, custody and security is very important. Managing the asset on the blockchain to make sure that it's secure and safe is very important. So where we'll discuss the implementation of how to tokenize an asset on a separate episode, keep in mind that implementation depends on legal, regulatory, and technical constraints. But at the end of the day, essentially almost any asset with value can be tokenized. Much like this beautiful 1955 Type D Jaguar, affectionately known to us as Little Red D. Now, my friend Jeremy would just tokenize this asset. Maybe I'd be able to buy a couple of shares in it and he'd let me take it for a ride.
Not a chance.
Come on. Boy, you hit one fire hydrant and right away you're the bad guy. Anyway, for more information, check us out at our website. Check us out on social media. If you have any questions, shoot it to us at info@iconcapg.com. Come on, man, just once around the block.
Not a chance.
Damn.